Good morning, seekers. Welcome to Nomad in This Life. If you're new here, please subscribe. Hit the thumbs up button. And if you'd like to become a member, links in the description. I got allergy eyes. That's why I don't have any makeup on my eyes. A mascara doesn't bother my eyes, but everything else does. Yesterday, I wore a little eyeshadow to go out to dinner. Yeah. I'm allergic to everything. I need to live where I can be tan all year. You know what I'm saying? Hi, sweet scape from Kuwait. Is Chantal gone? Is she gone? Come on now. We know you have the deets. We know you do. Come on. Good morning, Sammy and Gal. Live chat alert. Hearts. That's not an answer, but I'll take it. You think so? Interesting. Do you got the inside deets? Some people are questioning whether she's really leaving Kuwait, if they're just moving to another place. I'm like, good theory. Good. Good morning, everybody. I forgot to set this, to like a set time, and I accidentally set it all up, and it was like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'll just go live. I'm already done with all my stuff today, so she needs that money. She needs to go home. What was the question? Oh, just whether she left Kuwait or not. Sweetscape lives in Kuwait. Said I think so. I think she's gone. Timu, BBJ, Tara Mama, Jamie. I've already been to the post office and back, showered, all the goodies. I'm all done. Housework's done. Pups are done. They're now taking a nap. Listen, you walk a Chihuahua, just a half a block. You know what I mean? They're like, okay, we're good. Let's go home. They're not a high energy dog. People think they are, but they're not. I got a nice card. I went to the post office. I got a nice card from Nana Flower Power. Thank you so much. Love you. I love Christmas cards. I do have tape. I should put them all up behind me. Christmas cards. So far, I've won. We'll see if we get any more. All right. 1. Do we have batteries in this? Damn it. No, they're burned out. This is my only Christmas display, people. That's my only Christmas display. Right there. There it is. Good morning. I could cover it in lights. Hang some bulbs. I could go over to the Dollar Tree, probably hook it up. You're decorating? How nice. I've got some possible good news, but I'm not going to share it with you. I'll share it with members only. I'm kind of excited. I'm so excited. Anyway, moving on. Sorry. I was just thinking about Christmas and how I have nobody around me. Do the math. It's just not enjoyable because I don't have anybody around me to decorate my whole house. Come on now. But maybe next year. Anyway, oh my God. I know it is a tease. I'm sorry. I got the news this morning. And then it just made me think about that because I'm always sad at Christmas. I am. I mean, I get to FaceTime and stuff, but anyway. Yay for me. Thank you. P-Day don't even care what it is. Just yay. I know. Anyway, prayers, I tell you, man. Sometimes they just come true. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so I'm going to leave this up to you guys today. Oh, shit. Where's my speaker? Do you know there was 8 parts to Foodie and Peeetz's New Year's Eve. I'm going to give you a preview of what all 4+ hours look like, okay? And then if you guys say, let's abandon this, we will go on to finishing, it was a 4-hour live, remember? When her beezers caught her seeing Nodder again, and she's trying to tell everyone what a great guy he is. What a great guy he is. You know what I'm saying? Good morning, everyone. Yeah, it was broke up into 8 parts. Just saying broke it up into 8 parts of 35 minutes. And I literally could give you an entire summary, probably in less than 5 minutes. But I'll give you a preview. And then we can just, you know what I mean? Like a fart in a whirlwind. Hold on, let me get the speaker. Okay, we got our Bluetooth speaker. We need this because, you know, my setup is subpar, but I love it because it's personal. It isn't fake. It is what it is. It's old lady technology shit. This is what makes me me, this whole setup. I don't have to pretend that I'm important with green screens and mics and I don't know, 3 monitors, and I still only get 1,000 views. That would tell me something, that I'm not personable, that I'm not actually having fun with my audience, right? And I would change things. People did not like the green screen. It took away our thing we have going on. Thank you guys. I'm glad you love it. I don't want fancy. Just right. And you know what I mean? And remember, we do this for fun. This would be no different than me doing commentary on any show. But the problem is you can't. I've done Naked and Afraid, which would be my absolute favorite. I would boot Foodie to the curb if I was allowed to do commentary on Naked and Afraid, because that shit's gold, right? Sass crass, bit of an ass, a lot of humor, no hate, just funny. Chad with the man bun out there trying to survive, right? On bean sprouts. He's the first to tap out usually, because, you know, he didn't actually live through, you know, this Gen X survivor, right, age. He didn't go do any sort of survivor class. He just online. Chad was online. I could do that. I could survive. Then you get out in the real elements. He's got tsetse flies and gnats and mosquitoes eating him alive. He's already skin and bones, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my favorite thing. But you can't. They don't allow it, because that would be my wheelhouse. So we gotta do commentary on YouTubers. And Chantal's my favorite right now. Her story is my favorite. And when it's not anymore, we will move on. But I have a feeling this is going to last a long time. So, I don't call her a lulz cow. I just call her the best show on YouTube. I'll be your lulz cow. I don't care. I think it's awesome. Lulz cow get more views. Meh. They really do. And thank you to all the new subscribers I just got. I don't know why. Apparently, my name's been put out there and people are interested. Thank you. I appreciate it. I think you'll have a good time here. We're sass, crass, and a bit of an ass because we're old. And there's no better way to react to crazy than be sassy. But there's no real hate, people. These are human beings. They may do shitty stuff, like real shitty stuff. Like animal abuse shit. They may even hate children, call them little demons. Yeah, but it's still a show. Still a show we're willing to watch. And it's our telenovelas. And I promise you, if you stick around long enough, you'll be just invested as we are. Because this shit never changes. It never, it's always changing. Keeps you right in there. You got your face cream. Yay. Oh, it's coming today. Yay. Anyway, let's see. Let's visit the New Year's Eve with Peeeetz. This was 2020 into 2021, before Nadz. Before Nadz, because everybody knows in the Foodie Beauty verse, the most exciting time on her channel is when she decided she wanted to find love. She was done hanging out with Peeeetz. And I'm going to show you why. I don't blame her. Good God. I don't blame her. All right, so this is Just Saying's channel with the archives. Love that. Let's get our low budget set up. Let's get our low budget set up. Okay? All right, let's move this and then we'll drop this. We're going to expand it though because it's going to be on this little TV right here. Yay! Oh my God. So, you know what? We're going to be throwing in the towel. I feel it. Now, this is number 6 out of 8 parts of their New Year's Eve together before Nadz, when she was trying to be an influencer on the YouTubes. Okay? Got to keep that in mind. Because now, she's a full-blown, in every sense of the word, household name on YouTube. All right, let's roll.
Siri X5 is what it's called. And you take layers and you spray it in your hair and then you just blow dry your hair. And it adds like a little bit of volume, you know, like not too much.
Tom York hates all the songs on Gummy. Well, Tom York's a...
Now keep in mind, people were asking Peeeetz questions. This was their New Year's Eve. She put on her gold disco ball dress and they sat on the couch for the entire stream. I mean, I don't know. I haven't looked at 7 and number 8 yet. I don't know if they got off the couch and did anything. Yeah. So they figured out right away, the people watching figured out right away that she did not like Peeeetz getting attention when it was supposed to be all about her. Even when she would get up to go to the bathroom, you could hear her all the way in the kitchen talking out loud, trying to stay, oh my God, relevant. It was so nuts. It was cringy, by the way. I don't know. Oh my.
He does not.
Awesome album.
I can't believe he would think that, a musician like him.
Yes, this is before filters. If you ask me, she's the same size now as she was right here in this picture. For real. For real.
This is the beginning.
Oh my God, no.
Of forever and ever. Whenever you said on... What's the band that Mike Patton was in? Did you stop?
Oh my gosh.
Being a man. Do you guys like...
This is their New Year's Eve. I wish I was... honestly, I wish I was lying. And then, this was interesting after she's done singing to her fans. And posing and making Peeeetz look like a mole on her arm. Mariah Carey.
Everything from the Batman Forever.
No, I like this song anyways.
Every time Peeeetz tried to talk, it was always about the Avengers, his favorite movies, his favorite cartoons. And people were doing that on purpose. So that he would go into like these long talks and make her mad. She was rolling her eyes at him. It was great. I mean, that was the only great part.
How would you describe teenage me? Oh gosh.
Peeeetz is gonna describe teenage you.
Krista, me too. Come on, Sue. You're quiet, huh? Tom Petty,
He
yeah.
loves Batman Forever.
And he's over there going, yeah, I like Batman Forever.
Praise on a rabbit. We could watch that. It's actiony, it's cheesy, and it's my favorite.
She looks like a disco ball. Sequence is bending as we speak.
Your ways and habits.
Oh my God. Oh, don't make me have to edit all that out. Probably. She's still singing. Oh my God. Oh, and then she put on her glasses.
Why do you sniff at, Sam? Okay.
Oh my God. That's all they did for hours. Sat on the couch. The couch. Okay.
It was the 80s.
See, it's a lot of copyrighted music.
The song where the guy's like, ay, 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 ay.
And she just sang to everybody. What a New Year's, huh? And then we wrestled the cats. At one point, Peeeetz had BBJ on his lap and literally squeezed her face. And people were yelling at him. Yup. At one point, she was drinking wine. She was doing shots. She was chasing it with a Coca-Cola because she wanted to be cool. Then she took her blood sugar, and it was reading above 15. Above 15. Yeah. And what'd she do? She went on to eat some more. Yeah, that concern wasn't real back then, was it? Not like it is now. Look at Peeeetz. Forced.
Oh, he's dead!
This was their New Year's Eve. Yeah, she was drinking wine. Then she switched over to doing shots out of a shot glass. Can you believe this? The entire New Year's Eve, they sat on the couch. The couch. It never changed. There are so many parts to this. All right, let's look at. Look at this. They're watching the ball drop. This was number 7. This is her whole life. Sitting indoors. Jesus. And, oh yeah, I forgot. She was vaping THC too. It's a party. She's in her jammies now. She put on quite a show of absolutely boredom. Boredom. That's why she a curiosity. Tone deaf like a mofo. Right. Mariah Carey. Anyway, I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to watch all this. I was absolutely like, this is it. This is it. Did you kiss Peeeetz when you rang in the New Year? He even said no, he wasn't kissing her. She was showing off vapes and smoking and drinking while sitting on a couch with a blood sugar over 15. Look at it. It's just constant. It's the same thing. It never ends.
I know you like this song. You could go like that. Da-da-da-da.
OMG. So anyway, just to show you, this was her channel before Nadz came into the scene. She had all these dreams for that channel with Peeeetz. She's like, with any luck, Peeeetz, if my channel grows, you'll be able to quit your job and we can travel together. I go, oh my God. Oh my God. She was like, wouldn't you love to see vlogs of me and Pete walking Broadway? And people are like, you can't even walk to the bathroom. What do you mean you're going to walk Broadway? That was about as exciting as it got. I wish I was lying, but I'm not. Oh my gosh. He never left that position on the couch. She kept changing. Oh, I can't. Yeah. Her blood sugar was 270. But she just kept dancing, drinking, and eating. Okay, but now she's worried. All right, heading home because she's worried. That was very scary, but she didn't care. She said, I feel fine. I said, oh my God. Here we are. Now this is the real foodie. Now remember, we haven't finished this series. It's on Just Saying's channel. We got this far. We haven't finished this. When she didn't want to hear it, she swore. Now remember, this was, the date was August 17th, 2021. Now, do you remember yesterday, we watched Christmas 2021, right? Yes, we watched Christmas 2021 when Dee Dee showed up. Dee Dee showed up. So this is August 17th. September, October, November. So this is like 3.5 months before Christmas. And this is about the 12,754th time she was not going to see Nader anymore. Well, in this one, she got busted seeing Nader. And she's trying to tell... Yes, Dee Dee was one of her members. Anyway, and she's trying to tell everybody. Now, this is back when plain cheeseburgers, she was full of members. Full. Now, you can watch the chat because it'll be live chat if you want to. But she wanted to convince her members what a great guy that Nader was. Okay, let's finish this. This is way more exciting. Oh, God. We're gonna need a whiteboard to be able to follow everything that occurred after Frank. From Frank on is when her channel just grew to epic proportions. It was incredible. It was awesome. I mean, that's the way you do it, right? That's the way you do it. Hopefully she can go back to Canada and redeem her channel. She hated the blue super chats. She'd get that full SJM look. You know what I'm saying? Where she looking up. Mm-hmm.
I live in my room and, well, I still at least know that people who don't drive can get to fucking work. Deep throat. Do you know that?
This is my favorite foodie because she can actually be really funny when she's pissed.
Join Goral Gang. The person who's been telling more lies? You don't want to support me because I lie, so you support more lies. Okay. Sad you started smoking again. No, this is weed.
Somebody goes, it's sad you started smoking again. She goes, no, this is weed. Ma'am, you are smoking weed. Smoking.
And not because of him, because I want to. Nobody forces me to do anything. Am I going to blame him for every single thing that I do bad?
See? She's taking the blame for all the things she's done bad. And why would I blame Nader? This is when she's trying to convince her audience that Nader's a great guy so that they will accept him and not leave the memberships. Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching.
And, you know, vegan for life, not just for fashion. Another one who hates me. Welcome to Very Important Beezers. Ready, set, bees.
Now, remember, this chat is a little behind. So you won't see when she's, welcome to the Beezers, right? Because it's a little behind.
Sorry, Chantal. What, S-Jam? You better not fucking abandon me, S-Jam. I'm sick of everyone abandoning me. What?
Didn't she abandon S-Jam after he gave her all that money? I mean, he would give her hundreds during the chat.
What? Actually, I was abused today. I was... A cup of farted, and it really fucking pissed me off. It was disgusting, and I gagged. We hate him, not you. I know them. Fuck, like.
Well, you made them all hate him, didn't you? And now you want to undo that? See, that's the problem. People don't like to be manipulated. And that's what went wrong. The whole Natter thing. You shouldn't have said a word about Natter until you had made your decision about him in the end. Kind of like you did with Salah. That was a smart move. But you told everybody what a wonderful person Salah is. So, hopefully, you're not stupid enough to go back and then come on live and slander Salah. Hopefully, but I don't know. We're waiting.
Be nice to me. You can't blame a snake for being a snake. Well, what?
I don't know. Taking care of business. I don't know. I mean, she would film cleaning a hamster cage if she was still in Kuwait because it's December. So maybe she has gone home. Maybe she's taken a mental health break. Maybe she's getting some help. That'd be great. So we're just filling in. We're just filling in the meantime so nobody forgets about her. We're sitting here. We're doing, you know what? We're doing her a favor.
I don't like that one because what? Yeah, I understand that, Chris, that you guys think that all my money's going, or a penny even going to the abuser or whatever. I understand that. But I'm telling you.
What? What?
My own bills.
We know you pay your own bills, but you're paying his too. And it took you three more months to finally admit, after your chat was telling you, they knew you were paying his bills. And you just keep playing with the minds of people just to keep them, I guess, paying you so you can pay your bills.
So, who retracted their super chat? It still says I still have that much money. Would it not show, like, I don't know. But Chantal, you're putting a loaded gun to your head and asking us to agree. I don't see it that way, Nutty Rudolph. And that's the problem. I don't see it that way.
That was the problem. That was the problem. I don't see it. Yeah, it is all the way up.
If I eat one vegan meal, hi, Jean. Hi, Sam. Why?
Cat deflection.
He really loves me lately.
Hi, Sam.
Probably because he's hoping you'll take him to the vet. Or brush his hair.
How can you miss me?
Hell, she don't even brush her own hair.
Hey, I've only been gone for 5 hours. This is. Oh, vegan, I didn't I? Ready, set, bees. Oh, come on, what I said to Peeeetz. What did I say to Peeeetz? I want to talk about it. You people that fucking hang me for everything I do. You're not 5 and this isn't cute. I'm not trying to be cute. He wants it again. Watch. Show me yours.
Cat deflection time.
Chubby! Look at the llama. Did you sniff it? Sorry. Okay.
Gross.
Okay. I know, I'm stupid. Do you dare me to look in that takeout container? Who will super chat me to open that takeout container? I'm not.
Oh, I can't even imagine. How long's that takeout container been in your room?
Doing it for free, you can fuck yourself. Tubby youth!
This might have been after her mom came over and cleaned her house for her. Who knows?
No, it's not. I don't know.
Or auntie needing a few bucks.
Too late, Peeeetz.
Just a joke.
I just don't really want to talk to him about it right now. But like, you know,
Yeah, Peeeetz was mad because he found out she was seeing Natter again, and she didn't want to talk to him about it because he came in the room. We already seen that part, and she didn't want to talk to him about it. And she was kind of dismissive. Well, she was a whole lot dismissive.
No, but like a private life. No, it doesn't smell in here. Please look
It doesn't smell in here.
after yourself.
Hi, Sam. Hi, Sam.
You're my big man. You're my big man.
Cat deflection.
I don't want you to jump up here, Sam, because they're ashes.
She did not like this chat.
You get the damn therapy. You'll see and understand. That's what I have to do because I don't see. I don't see it at all.
Well, here was the problem. She says she doesn't see what people were saying. Like, you're using us. Every time you change your mind, we're supposed to just support you. Right? We're supposed to be here when you cry. We're supposed to be here when you're mad. And we're supposed to be here when you forgive Natter. Blah, blah, blah. And she goes, I don't see it that way. Well, here's why, chat. Because she does everything impulsive. She just in the moment. So if she was mad at him, she would slander him. But it wasn't to get the Beezers to agree with her. It was to get Natter's attention. Every time she went live, it was to get Natter's attention. Right? They just happened to be collateral damage with her emotions. That's pretty much it. Or her therapist when she was crying.
Don't see it.
I don't see
Ooh,
it.
Shammy. Hi, Sam. Oh, yes. Hello, Sam. Move. Move. Move.
Why is he so desperate to get up here?
Necessita, the mouth-breathing girl with no olfactory senses, says it doesn't smell in there, guys. Good one. Where's Penelope, the Christmas pig? You know it stinks in there like a pig-sty. Pig-sty.
Who abandoned me? I got rid of all my mods. It's like 4 in. Chubby, you so I know sleeping like my kitties. Open the container. I don't want to. Oh, my foot doesn't hurt anymore. I think it's completely healed. No, Sam, he's over here now. No, Sam. What are you doing, Sam?
More cat deflection because the chat, they weren't very happy with her.
No, Sam. What are you doing, Sam? What are you doing, Sam? Why are you so
Turkish Coffee said, yeah, hold up that container. Hold it up close. There are maggots, 100%. What?
Hey, Sam. Why?
Right, common cookers?
What? You don't want me to have no boyfriends. You don't want me to have no boyfriends. You don't want
Bankruptcy department, welcome. Unfortunate genes with the high eyebrows. I noticed the whole family has them. Yeah, I think you're right.
No boyfriends. None.
Yes, Dita, she would go into her cat voice when she was trying to ignore all the bad things being said to her.
Friends? No, you don't want me to have no boyfriends.
And the thing is all we do is review the content that's been put out there. We know she's supposedly left Kuwait to go back to Canada, and we're going back to Canada right now in the content that's all been deleted after she met Salah, because she really didn't care. She loved that this content got, a lot of traction, but she only cared when she met Salah. She deleted 4 million views worth of her life. And so we're just kind of taking a flashback to Canada to kind of compare what we might be in for or what we may never see again. We may never see her flexing Tinder dates online again. We may never see her, date a guy and put it all out there for everybody to judge. I don't know. But it's her content. It's nothing made up. We're literally reviewing it.
My stuff is out. You put it in my car. 1,400 watching.
That's when she would get 1,400 people in a live stream.
He senses I need love, Purple Mermaid. Sam, I don't want pity. I really don't. I hate pity. There's one thing I hate in life is... Okay, I hate being told what to do, being patronized. What was the thing I just said?
Pity.
Oh my god, I'm such a mess.
But you love attention. You've even said that.
Can't think straight. I can't think straight. I can't. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm having a panic attack right now.
You're having a panic attack right now because you were busted seeing Natter after all the crazy. And this is about 4 months before she filed charges on him at the police station on a live stream. Because people said he's moving to Montreal with Dee Dee. Dee Dee came there in December. This is August. Dee Dee came there in December and told Nader he can move into her condo almost 2 hours away from Chantal. And he said yes. And so she found out about it and said, we'll see about that. And she went to the police station and filed SA and DV charges on him. And apparently, supposedly, he was arrested. And it still didn't stop her from reaching out to him. And she retracted the statement. And then the Crown said, well, we're still going to investigate. And then the Crown dropped the charges. So there was that. And in the meantime, he wasn't allowed, he was given like a restraining order to not contact her. But she kept contacting him in the background under fake names. Melissa Cooks, Marie Pondu. There was a bunch of them.
Oh, Chris.
Yeah, she's probably panicking about losing members because they were really pissed off.
My self-esteem, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about myself, Lauren. I need therapy to figure it out.
You've been needing therapy for 25 years?
Pity. Oh, yeah, Canadian Timbits, thank you. I don't need pity. And I hate pity. I hate that feeling. People feeling sorry for you. That's why I don't tell people shit in my real life. I don't.
So only online? You don't tell people anything in your real life, but you have a YouTube channel where you put it out on your audience, your family. What? How do people in your real life not see what?
That's why I tell you guys about you. That's why. So when you say I want pity, believe me, I don't. I really don't. Where's Lewis? Lewis is not a member. So I don't know. So open chat. Imagine.
She only did members only chats when she had members.
It doesn't go to him, Accountable Beauty. I pay my bills. And I haven't been on coke in fucking, since when? A month? When was it? July 8th? That I went to the hospital? I remember telling
So 4 weeks.
Annie, like, open chat, yeah.
Well, supposedly,
Maybe
hold on.
tomorrow, okay?
Wait.
Guys, okay?
Supposedly she has a condition. That's what Omegon said, where this pupil is bigger than this one. Omegon said that. I've never heard. I have no idea. But supposedly it's a condition she has.
We need to fucking calm down.
We just never noticed it.
I was reading my comments on my video and I'm like, wow. I guess I just felt really low at that point. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the calmest panic attack I've ever seen, too.
Why am I crying? But you're right about therapy because I feel that everything that's going on in my life is just like, I feel like a passive viewer. Just like not viewer, but like just passively observing my own life, just going through the motions and just doing it. And
it was a series of bad choices. From the first night you went to Nader's apartment and seen all the drug paraphernalia. You should have spun around on your heels and walked the hell out. But I don't know, you thought of this as something exciting because your life's so boring. You don't do anything. You and Pete stay in that freaking villa and just wither away. And for some reason, you found Nader to be the biggest excitement you've had in forever. Come on. Like he gave you some sort of breath of air. I don't get it. But in like the most destructive way known to man. And then you put it all on YouTube. All of it. And now you're saying you were just a, what do they call that? A NCP, a non-character player. Now you're just going through the motions. Ma'am, you were jumping in your car. You were taking stuff over there. You were staying at his house for days. You were, oh my God, how are you a a passive person in this when you're the one driving there?
You know, like I don't. There's like something underneath. There's something bigger than Dom, than the coke.
This is when we only known him as Dom. Dom, not Natter. Dom. Dominant. BDSM. She knew exactly what he was.
Everything. There's like something underneath. Do you know what I mean? It's like when you pop a pimple, but you don't get the fucking core.
Yeah, that's a good analogy for Natter. He's a pimple.
You just keep popping it, the same fucking pimple.
She's trying so hard to get out of all this.
You live your very best life, girl, when you ever die.
Somebody's like, what'd she do? And then somebody goes, she went to Dom's and smoothed things over.
We're all gonna die. But, Sandra, I'm gonna try hard not to die right now. I will. I don't want to die. You're crying because you deep down physically know you're not happy. Pay for Joe's membership. I swear I'll just get my fucking visa out, honestly.
She knew she had to face the music with the Beezers after she swore that she was never going to see him again, and she implied that he was horrible to her, blah, blah, blah. I mean, it never ended. And once we seen who he was and his name, it just got worse.
Am I happy? I'm not. But I'm not like, okay, there's a lot of things I'm not happy about.
People were angry that he had her on drugs and didn't care about her, and it was crazy.
Can you guys say that you're happy, like completely happy? Yeah, I mean, at my weight, that's like some people are happy.
Okay, don't compare yourselves to others, because none of us would walk into a trap house and see all this drug paraphernalia and go, yay, I've met my love match. Nobody would even go to somebody else's house. They'd be like, for a hookup, well, some people do, you would at least meet in public. What is wrong with you?
I'm happy. My weight, I'm not, I mean, obviously, yeah, I want to be smaller, but I'm not like super miserable. Just scared to open the container. Should I open the container? Oh my god, I can't do it. Hyper defense mode. Yes, that's right, deep throat. Oh, thank you, Abby. I just feel like, I feel so emotional. I don't want to cry because I feel like if I start, I'm just not gonna stop. You know when it like hurts to swallow? When you're like swallowing back like a hard.
She switches gears. She's trying to figure out what will keep people from being pissed off. Her, especially her members, right? So we're trying everything. Cat deflection. Let's open the container and see if it's a moldy and maggoty food in my room. You know how when you want to cry and it's just like right there in your throat? Manipulation. Ding, 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 ding.
Hard to cry? Let's open the container.
See?
Don't open chat, you'll be angry. I think I agree with you.
Now she's gonna try to be an entertainer.
Well, whenever you need to... Is this the gross thing?
She would rather people think she's absolutely gross and disgusting over people hating Natter. Dom at the time.
Inner deflection now? Oh.
Because her goal was to put him on her YouTube channel and do couples content. But she kind of screwed up with all the crazy and made people hate him before they even seen what he looked like.
Who's ready? I don't know what's in here.
She's reading the comments, to see, the chat to see if their mood's changing. am I banned?
Who's tiny? Me? Don't look if you don't want to. Okay, close.
Like, this is not up to speed to, it's behind, unfortunately, and sometimes because of the editing, it doesn't even move. So the chat's there, but it's not really.
Close your eyes.
Are those potatoes? Can you imagine having food sitting in your room? Oh, God.
Oh, I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Cheese-covered potatoes.
That's been there since. Just how I keep forgetting it's in there. It's not bugs. I don't know what it is. It looks like bones. And like garlic sauce, old congealed garlic sauce. I'm not fucking opening that again. Please get a black bag. I'm gonna bring it downstairs. In the garbage. I don't have a black bag. I don't know what it was originally. It could be so gross.
Yeah, of course she knew it was there.
I can smell it.
Yeah, the manipulation did work on some of them.
What pan? It wasn't crawling.
I mean, if she could have just seen Dom at this point, because we didn't know it was not her, if she could have just seen him in the background and like never talked about him, if she had a bad day, just work it out, talk to Peeeetz. Peeeetz already hated him. I'm just saying, like, but when you play your audience's feelings, like with, you know, frustration and anger, and she did that with the cats too. Like, people, she told everybody the first time that BBJ's claws were in her pads, and people were so upset, so that people, like, every week, her chat would be like, have you checked BBJ's claws? You know, da-da-da-da-da. Then she would use it against people when she was in a bad mood. It's none of your business what I do with the money, because people were sending her vet money. Said, call a mobile vet over to trim her claws. But she would, if she was in a bad mood, she would tell people to mind their business. It was crazy. I mean, she used people's empathetic ways, their sympathy, their love for animals, their love for her, and her well-being as weapons. It was crazy. I do remember when that bug come out under her shirt and crawled across her chest. I covered it somewhere in alive. It was mortifying. It actually looked like a bed bug. It actually looked like a bed bug.
No, Jess. You're gonna have to donate $2,000 for me to fucking eat that. No, I already opened it. Oh, it stinks. Throw it out immediately. I have to go downstairs in the garbage. I'm not going downstairs right now. That's why it's up here. It wasn't poutine. 2K. Yes, Jam, now's your time to shine. 1K to eat half. No, I'm not eating it for any amount of money. Fuck that. 2K is not enough. I will seriously throw up.
Yeah, filth deflection.
Orange chicken. I'm gonna throw it up tonight.
She's gonna ride that to get people laughing and get their mind off of her seeing Mr. Drug Man. So let's see what happens.
Then this is the easy part. Tomorrow my phone will be blowing up.
You haven't even washed your face, ma'am. You have mascara in clumps. Or I mean, eyeliner. Ew.
And I'll be shaved all over again. All fucking day.
And I love that. It's everyone else's fault when people would get upset with you. Oh, I'm going to be shamed. I'm going to be shamed. And you still didn't learn that the stuff you did, like, you already know the top three, BBJ, Cuba Rage, and Uvalde. You still continued to do that stuff. You never learned.
I don't think I can handle it. I don't want to hear it. I know people mean well, but it's stressing me out even more.
Then quit putting this stuff on the internet.
You know?
You're the one that told everybody the day after you went to Dom Nodder's house that the drugs you did. What you think people are going to be like, fist pump, good for you. Good for you, that stuff, you know, ain't going to give you a heart attack. People liked you and then found out there was a whole nother side to you, and it wasn't a very nice side. In fact, it was after you started live streaming, the real you came out, because you couldn't hide it behind edits.
You don't hate me, nerd? I don't know. So anyway.
And just for the record, it's the Beezers telling her about herself. The Beezers. I mean, at this point, Yaba walked away. You know what I'm saying? Like, because people were just absolutely horrified that she was exploiting all these street drugs on her channel. What upset her the most was the Beezers, because when she did the Cuba thing, she went after her Beezers, and that's where she lost a huge amount of support, because she felt like she needed to take it out on them and maybe even blame them that Nader didn't want her anymore, because remember, Nader would read what her Beezers were saying about him. I think she kind of blamed her Beezers instead of herself with the Cuba rage. Because that was, you know, she went to Cuba the day after she crawled into bed with Didi and Nader, which was, and then she told everybody. Oh my God.
What happened to you? You sent me a private message on Instagram, right, Krista? I haven't read it yet. I will. Did you tell me about that last night? I need to stop smoking. Raspberry soup, that's not music. It's isolated. I'm not trying to turn against anybody. I know that's true, raspberry soup. I'm not trying to turn against anybody.
But you did.
I'm just...
When you couldn't have Nader, the final act, you turned on your Beezers.
Saying, like... But yeah, I know what you mean.
Because she even said once, he reads everything you guys say. She said that once. So I have a feeling she pushed the blame off on the Beezers talking bad about him, and that's why he chose Didi.
Some people do that.
But the truth was, she should never, ever have spoke of him, period, until a year to see if they were in a relationship, to see if, you know, they were both versed in how people in the chat were going to perceive their relationship before they even put themselves on her channel, period.
You're right.
Yeah, she definitely did not like what they had to say, Dita. But they only knew what they knew about him because of her.
I had a cheeseburger.
Because nobody had seen him yet.
Actually, I'm hungry right now. How was what, getting laid? Well, there's never any complaints in that department. Obviously.
She's not supposed to be talking about him. That's one of the stipulations to him seeing her again. She's trying real hard, ain't she? But all that went to shit on Christmas Eve. And 3 months later.
And that's why I know the fucking horny women are messaging him.
Here we go.
Okay?
And this was before anybody even knew who he was. They didn't know his name yet. So this is just people in real world, like Tinder, that were messaging him because he was on the Tinder. How do you think your horny ass found him?
Some are trolling. Some are fucking trying to fucking sex talk with him. I've seen it. I was there once. Fucking woman called. I'm like, answer it. Fuck.
So why did you think that after 20 days when she acted crazy, right? He was probably on a Tinder date. Why did you act like you were his wife, he was your possession, just because you gave him money and paid his bills? That was a choice you made. Who would do that?
Fuck, all fucking...
I'm going to be your best Tinder date. I'm going to pay all your bills. Then you won't need any other women. Oh my gosh, that didn't work out. Then he gets exposed on your YouTube channel and it was one of your members that is now living with him. Oh my gosh.
Jesus. They want to fuck him whoopsie doozy. Yeah. There's some women that want a piece of it. I'm just like... So they go on video and they fucking show their pussy and their little titty.
Hey, no!
Why do you want to fuck Foodie Beauty? She's got a fupa. It's so gross.
Who is jealous? Me? Yeah, sometimes. Fuck. Fuck off. Get a man in your own country. I'm just joking. What the fuck am I watching? Punisher? I don't even know. How many times have you asked yourself that watching me, honestly? Well, who wouldn't want that? That's true. I went back there tonight, Shay. That's what this whole stream I said. I told you guys I went back there, brought the sheets. Talked about that.
Okay, did I hear what I thought I heard when I went to the bathroom? Date someone in your own country, she said. So, what did that mean? Like, were other women from other countries reaching out to him? She said, get a man in your own country. Yeah, she did. That aged well, didn't it? Don't you love it? I mean, like, this is literally just a compilation of karma? Would you call it karma? Like, all things she said that were shitty came back to bite her in the ass? I mean, that's just crazy. God, I love this. This is the best soap opera.
We haven't talked about what we are.
It is like 90 Day Fiancé meets Lockup meets Life. What's that other one? Life After Parole? Love After Lockup, Love After Parole, something like that. He was talking to women in the U.S. Possibly. Yeah, maybe he wants to come to the U.S.
Sure.
But he ain't coming here.
I promised I wouldn't talk about his private life online anymore, and here a whole night I
And there you go. You just can't respect that.
did. But it's already stuff people know. So there's no point in not talking about it if you already know anyway. Like,
Yeah, there is. It's called respect. I mean, people are going to talk about him. But when the one that's sharing a bed and doing things with him does it too, that ain't cool. You're supposed to be the one by his side. And you were the one smearing him. Well, why do you think he didn't want any part of that? Then you tried to put him back in prison. Oh my God. The date from hell.
there's no Donald. Who's Donald? What? I want to have a fucking threesome. Who's Donald? I'm kidding. Anyways.
Good for you, bankruptcy department. That's awesome. Leung says, Chantal, don't keep promises. Chantal, don't keep promises. And respect. That's a foreign concept to this one. Well, and that's the thing, and that's what people have complained about the most, is that all these things happen because she doesn't have Boundaries. She doesn't respect people's boundaries. Like, we react to her content, but if she don't like your commentary, then she and a few of her allies, they go into full attack mode, and this is like that's the weird part about all this. And she did it to Nader, the guy that she supposedly wants to spend the rest of her life with. Like that, you were trying to get a leg up on the guy you wanted to marry. Whoa. Wow. Yeah, there's no trust there. Dee Dee's never done that once. Dee Dee's never once. After all the crazy that you have done to her, her mother, her job, 27 years that woman worked as a manager, and you literally got her fired. Got her fired. Because you were going to show her, well, look what's happening to you. Do better. In the end, who won in your mind?
I guess I just like see the real good in everybody, you know?
Okay.
Or try to.
Then why did you slander him so much? When you were mad at him. Can you imagine? And she says she was bullied in school. I feel like she was the bully. Because the mindset is that of a bully. I don't know for sure if she was, but the mindset is that of a bully. The revenge thing. Instead of, you know what, you're right. I should fix that about myself. Nobody at almost 40 should still be thinking like they did when they was 16. Should have lived a million lifetimes by now. You were best at entertaining. This whole thing, you hurt somebody that you supposedly loved. Do better.
6 steps back? I hope not, Shay. It wasn't lit.
People are telling her she took
12 steps back?
Took 6 or 12 steps back from where she was headed. She just did that in Kuwait. She gave up everything, went to Kuwait to run, probably from Nader, because he really messed with her head, because she's used to manipulating Peeeetz, you know, and stuff like that. And Nader wouldn't let her have it. He wouldn't give it to her. He had too much, I don't even know why, but he had respect for himself that he wasn't going to let her start running his life with money. He didn't care. He cared more about the shit she said about him online than he did about, you know, the other crap he's done in his life. I'm just saying. That's what happened. She learned because when she went over there with Salah, even if she was fighting with him, she took it out on the reaction channels instead of telling everybody what was going on. You know what I'm saying? So she did learn something, but now she's got to go back to Canada and start all over again. Hopefully for the better. Delete this whole freaking channel, Foodie, and start over. Or everything on the channel, start over with the glow up. I don't know. Is it possible? I hope so.
We're not going anywhere anyways. I'm just joking. That's depressing. I am. And I don't think so. I know now I look like I'm hopeless. I'm going to be fucking homeless on a doorstep. It's not going to happen.
That aged well. It looks like I'm going to be homeless on a doorstep. That ain't going to happen. Girl, are you paying attention to all the stuff you said back then?
Happened to me.
Modern day. Where are we, people? Homeless on a doorstep. Wow. Wow. This is actually, like, creepy.
Volpe? I feel like he does care about me. Yes, I do. I do.
Actually, he did until you filed the police report. He did. I saw it. And after that, nope.
I've helped him. I shouldn't have told people that. He's right about that.
You shouldn't have told people. You used it as leverage. You had money, and you tried to make him feel better about life with your money, but he didn't realize that with that came a cost. And shame on him. He should have made his own way. He should be making his own way right now.
He's honestly never asked me for a penny. Like, I've always just, like, offered it.
We know that's a lie. When you were in Toronto, he said, give me $300. We also know that he wanted you to take him to Western Union to send his family money because he didn't have an ID. And you did. But he got mad at you because you didn't do it when he wanted you to.
And I has a job, so...
Yeah, well, you told him to quit his job and be a YouTube star.
It'll be better. I mean, he's right about that. I shouldn't have ever, like, talked about our financial problem, like, stuff. I just guess I don't like, I just like being... I guess I just have a problem not answering questions. I'm trying not to look at the chat right now.
That is not it. That is not it at all. Oh, I just have a problem answering strangers' questions about my private life. But look at you now. What? You use the Beezers again? You blame them for their questions? Oh my God.
I don't know. Ah! I'm a mess. And I know you're all making fun of me right now. It's okay. BBJ? Oh, no, not you again! Yeah. No. I know I said I wasn't going to ring, but I'm not leaving. I hate your choice, but I swear. Oh, thanks.
Yeah, she definitely... anybody that even plays the content that she made, like this, and just puts their thoughts into it or their opinions, it makes her mad. Because she don't want to hear it. She didn't want to hear from these Beezers. I mean, in all honesty, it all comes down to she puts the stuff out there, but nobody, if you don't agree with her, you're her enemy. That's crazy.
Thanks, Trixie. I appreciate. I know that it's like really upsetting and shocking, and I'm not asking for people to support what I did or what I do. I do want to better myself. Like, I definitely think I need therapy. Especially, it's just not just a matter of just food addiction anymore. Like, there's more problems, and it's deeper, and it's just getting worse and worse. And I don't know why. That's the problem.
That's why you need therapy. Yeah, she could be, you're right, Alexis, she could be past the point of return. She could. Even a month off of YouTube, she could be past that point. I mean, it's the thing she's done. It's the thing she's done and put out there. Wow. And actually, the nail in the coffin was the BBJ thing. It really was. I mean, you can blame it on mental illness, but at some point, you can't let something that depends on you suffer and not do anything about it. And continue to say, well, I need therapy, and then never get it. I mean, this was, August 17th, 2021. You know what I'm saying? And we're already at Christmas 2023. And then things just got, like, nutty. Oh, I need to check and see if she's hit my channel. Thank you. I forgot. Thank you for reminding me. Okay, let's do this. Yep. Yesterday's is green. Everyone's green again. Yep. Thank you. It'll be green before I'm done. Yes, YouTube. Please do. Thank you. Okay. Oh, now I gotta go back. I gotta go back to where I was. Okay, hold on. Okay. Thank you. Uh-huh. It'll be fixed before I'm done. It's tedious, but it's fine. It's better knowing now than 6 hours from now. You know what I'm saying? And so thank you. Thank you.
I live in my room and, well, I still at least know that people who don't drive can get to fucking work.
Ouch. Wait a minute. That was a while ago. We already covered that. Let's see if it gets any better. I mean, she had to try and explain herself for 4 hours.
I'm tired. Just got really tired all of a sudden. Well, it is 5 in the morning. I'd probably go to bed around now, yeah. But I'm smoking so much because I've been waiting so long to smoke. EP, you are so messed up. Just amazing. Like amazing, like freak show amazing, or amazing like an empath is someone who feels other people's pain. They're very deep. They know when someone's lying. Oh, okay. Well, then I'm not an empath. To answer the question, whoever asked, I never took an empath test.
Well, well, knowing the definition of empath and taking a test is totally different than living that life. So there is no point in just throwing out titles. You can actually see it and through actions. You know what I mean? Oh yes, definitely. There's a lot of traits like, can you? I just couldn't even imagine. Like, I couldn't even imagine that you live on the revenge game. I mean, you do so much damage that your whole life is covering up, lying, or revenge game. I mean, you miss out on life, on all the good things in life by being a perpetual victim of your own circumstances. It's so bizarre. But I like watching because it's just interesting. It's interesting. The smugness, and then the, oh, okay, I guess I'm supposed to cry right now over this situation. Like, it's so weird to watch a role play opposed to just living.
Thank you, Vegan for Life. Yeah.
And is this nature versus nurture? Did she learn this growing up? This inability to feel love, except for food. Man, wow.
She's not doing well. Her heart's gonna give out, you know.
Was she talking about her grandma? That's another thing. Just keep it to yourself. Hi, nurse lady.
No, he's not an IV. He's not an IV user.
IV user? There's no such thing. Well, I guess there is. I'm thinking of an actual, like, bag hanging on a pole, but I know what they meant. I see. God, I couldn't even imagine going from someone as wholesome as BB to someone like Nader. That, I don't even understand that. Well, Vegan for Life, Joanna said, Vegan for Life really pressed hard on the cats because Vegan for Life gave like $300 for her to take the cats to the vet. And she said, it's none of your business how I spend my money. So yeah, she did. God bless her.
The heart wants what the heart wants. Good night, KB. And actually said he'll never get it, ever.
Bye, Colleen.
For me, ever again. Because I have a really big problem, like... I had a big problem with it. No, I need to see her, yeah, right, like, soon.
You are correct, Alexis. Alexis said, I appreciate your support, Leon. I know this is for entertainment, but she also crosses lines by affecting society with her actions that I will not turn a blind eye to. Exactly, and neither will the internet. And no matter how many people she gets to stand by her side, to go after people that still have a problem with the things she did and try to destroy our channels and who, it is what it is. I mean, you can see by the numbers that it is just a fruitless effort because there's way more people that were affected by animal neglect, making a mockery out of addiction, out of, I'm not going to say the other thing because it gets taken out of context, but let's just say trying to be born again, that kind of thing, and then F-bomb this and F-bomb that and get high, and like all these things actually affect human beings. This isn't internet fodder. This is like actual people who have something to say about it. And they just want everybody to shut up and sweep it under the rug. And it's all about numbers and views, where with other people, it's about their real life. The whole LGBTQ thing. I mean, there's so much. And the pumped up kicks. Like that one right there is when I just went click. Accusing the moms being on welfare because what? It was a mostly Spanish school. And even the things that Charlie Gold, it was constantly something fueled by, hatred. I'm sorry, but you can't walk that back. You know what I'm saying? And you can't just, you went over to TikTok and we had nothing to do with TikTok. All of a sudden the TikTok community is ousting you. And so it's so many people, and you will never, ever do a heartfelt, no, never. It's everyone else's fault.
Oh my God, CIB, I'm so sorry you went through that. Holy shit.
Look at this one over here. Please get Sam a lion cut by a mobile groomer this payday. Let me see. He needs brushing every day. This was constant, and she ignored it. Constant. People that absolutely love those cats. She went for the throat with everyone in her chat. What did you say, Sour Cat? And just random things in the world and all over the YouTubes. Just so messed up for her to keep doing it over and over. Yeah, but if you think that way, you must feel that way. You know what I'm saying?
He lies to me. Honestly, Dawn, I believe him about stuff, so.
Yeah, I started watching her when she was doing makeup, and she had really thick hair, and BB's. She was at BB's. She was in the living room, and I'm like, oh, look at her. She's really pretty. And I love the way she does her makeup, and I started tuning in here and there, and I don't know what went wrong for her. It all started with her live streams, and then when she met Nodder and started doing the drugs, that's when it seems like it changed her, or she was putting on a show in her videos before that. You know what I mean? But then it came out that the documentaries came out, and this is who she's been pretty much her whole life.
I guess
And we only found out by the stories she told us
occurred to me.
that were shocking.
S Jam, I feel like I'm watching it too. No, it's not going to be a roller train wreck. We're going to be. Don't worry. Like,
You guys ended up being a train wreck. Yes, you did. It got worse and worse and worse. You doubled down. You seeked revenge. And it went off the rails.
What? What should I do now? I'm hungry. Should I go eat something? I think I have cheese. Yes, CIB. And thanks for sharing. And I'm not trying to make light of, of situations like that. And I know people who've been victims of abuse watch me. That's what you think.
Yeah, because people that have been victims of abuse walked away and they were grateful they got away. So yeah, it did insult victims of abuse. This is even before she pressed charges on him at the police station. This was her telling her audience that they had a really bad night and she's crying all the way home, driving, live streaming. And people were like, get away, get away. And then I'm not going to ever see him again. And then she'd go and see him behind her back. And this was one of those moments where they were calling her out that she was insulting women. So there's that. Now, I can see how you see that, but I don't see it that way. Why? Because you lied? Because you were mad at him? I don't get it. There's something you don't even lie about. But why'd you keep running back for more? You didn't live with them. You didn't have kids with them. You didn't share a bank account.
I really hope our fight was a one-time thing. It wasn't like we were fighting, like he was fighting me like a man or anything. Like it wasn't like that.
Oh, it wasn't. He yelled at you?
We were just really fucked up.
Oh, that's right. That was the night you guys did all those, drugs. And shit went off the rails.
When something like that happens and you love somebody, I guess you have to just, do you just, you work on it, or is it worth it, or?
How do you love somebody that would abuse you? That's the question you should ask yourself.
You know what I mean? Miss Harley, really. Thanks, Abby. No, I mean, I'm okay. I just... Yeah. Oh God, Brandy, I don't know. When they hear us fighting and having sex, the window's always open. Pretty loud. Especially after.
Yeah, she's definitely. Yes, you can hate the actions of a human being. I don't hate humans. I hate their actions. And bringing a dark to light maybe is, unfortunately, we didn't get a choice. It's not like we reached into her private life and brought it to light. It was the things she actually did that were brought to light, the actions. And maybe she'll learn something from this whole experience and become a better person. Maybe.
Perfect.
I mean, it's not my job to get her to see the light. Maybe it'll just happen organically after she, deleting all this bad behavior doesn't make it, go away. Because you'll just come back and repeat it. But hopefully your time in Kuwait has taught you better ways to handle situations. Hopefully. I mean, it appears so, except for you overate. So you wouldn't disclose it, probably. You got to fix all that.
Thanks, Krista. Go away.
I mean, is she capable of love, like real love, compassionate love? I don't know. If I were to gauge it on the way she treated her defenseless animals, for how many years? Or maybe it was just in the end, like the 2 years with Nader. I don't know. But it got exposed that they suffered, and she may have tried to do better with Julia, but she just left Julia, right? If she's in Canada. So I don't know. I don't know if it's all a show for the YouTubes, lessons learned so you don't get canceled. I don't know. Time will only tell. Maybe she just won't come back. I don't know.
They come back, go away, come back. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, I know. Roman is the one that held BBJ in the car to the vet and forced her to go. And of course, she had to film it and make content out of it. But at least he didn't really expose that. He just was there, you know, in the video holding BBJ to go to the vet. And Peeeetz never was like, hey, we got to take BBJ to the vet. Peeeetz is not one of them people. He's just not. He's not. He let his cat stay in a bedroom locked in because she refused to vaccinate her cats so they could all run around the house together. So he's no better than her when it comes to animals.
Save some money. Bring back the OnlyFans. I want to.
No, never bring that back. She's still like dipping her toe in the pool to check the temperature, seeing if people are chilling out so she can get back on with her show, which turned into a bigger shit show after this. Nothing was learned. Exactly, Leung. Yeah, that's like-mindedness. Leung said, I'm sorry, but if I see an abuser, I'm not going to like them just to avoid being called a hater. Call me a hater, I don't care. I wouldn't support, TB to avoid hate. I wouldn't do that with Chantal. Me either. No, I wouldn't either. I would not support real hate just so I can be a part of a group. Like I said, I don't have to be a part of something to be somebody. I'm going to be myself, and whether I'm labeled a lulz cow or whatever bullshit, I don't even care. I'm reacting to content. And for some reason, I am blown away at some of the content that is put in front of us. It just blows me away. And Shani for Christ and Rev were another one. Those kids suffered neglect while those two put a show on YouTube. They weren't even allowed in the kitchen to help her cook. Only Rev could be in the kitchen. Rev would constantly kick her kids out of the spotlight, which I understand, but we found out in the end that they were malnourished and abused when Rev basically beat up the autistic kid. And that was the end of them on the internet. So bringing dark to light saved those kids. Did it not? They filmed that damn car ride where Rev literally threatened to beat up the autistic kid, verbally. So sometimes it's necessary.
Still constipated. Read the room.
Yeah, read the room, read your chat, read your members, read your supporters.
Yes.
They're not going to just, okay, all right, just to make you happy. These people may have been through it in life, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm.
I get it. It's a little something called life. Everybody fucking hates him, and
yeah, you made them hate him.
I know.
And now you want them to like him. So you can do content together.
I can see. I mean, I guess to some degree. Get some rest. Get some rest.
I know. I was doing a little catch up with the Shani and Rev thing. And did somebody say Rev has a job now? Shani's letting him out of the house. She's not afraid he's going to meet someone else and leave her while she's dying for 6 years straight. That's her words, not mine. I just repeated them. But somebody said he has and then the kids locked in a room, 8 passengers on YouTube. And if it wasn't for the audience and all the stuff that they filmed, nobody would have checked on those kids. So I'm sorry, if you don't like it, well, Just saying.
I'm going to very soon. Very soon. Thanks for listening to me, guys. I really didn't plan on doing this live stream.
Yeah, well, you stayed on for another hour and a half. So there's that.
So,
Yeah, and just like Chantal and her bad behaviors, Shani and Rev, they did funny stuff, but they also did terrible stuff. You know what I'm saying? But everybody was keeping an eye on them kids. Chantal thinks she's 10 feet tall and bulletproof. What will come at the end? I don't know, Pussy Go Lightly. But we're here to see if she has a glow up, if she logs off, or she does worse.
yes, and I know everybody's concerned and everything. Yeah, I see that too. I'm okay. I'm okay right now, you know.
I think 8 passengers' father should be in jail too. Because even though they were separated, how were those 2 kids locked in that room and malnourished? And we're talking not only were they locked up in the room, but they were duct taped and whatever else. Because that one woman that she lived with, that was one messed up woman who did not like kids, right? And made her, oh God, I can't even get into the thought process of these 2 women. But anyway, how was the father not picking those kids up for visitation? How were they able to become so malnourished without the father knowing? Even her family were calling the police, and I don't know about them either. I'm just saying, why wasn't anybody, especially the father, picking these kids up for visitation rights? Ugh.
Yeah, I would.
Cammy girl, I sent you an email because I got a notification. Just read the email.
Actually, CIB. I would. Let's do that, please. Send it to me.
I always loved how people had to send proof and receipts to her, but she could just say anything and never produce anything. All the vet records, right? Nothing. And that would dismiss a cat's claws growing into their pads. If you had a vet record that you got her toenails cut 6 months ago. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't play that mental Olympics bullshit.
Probably fake. If it
Yeah, when she says prove it, you hit the nail on the head. Yep.
exists.
You think that the prosecution's doing the investigation behind the scenes? When this comes to trial, all will come out. The truth will set you free. Right. I'm ready for it. Terrible. That little boy. How old was he when he was able to crawl out the window and go to the neighbors? How old was he to save him and his sister? My God. This is like that Cleveland, Ohio story with Michelle. I'm telling you, man, that was divine intervention. That was being saved. He was 8. I think he was 8. He could have been 12. Now people are saying he was 10. The reason I bring up the 8 passengers is because YouTube allows monetization with horrible human acts like children abuse and animal neglect. Yeah, or making a mockery out of tragic events. A mockery. As evil. He never saw those kids. Exactly, Kelly. He was 12, but he looked like he was 8 or 9. Yeah, he only weighed, I don't even remember how many pounds. 70? Oh, it's terrible. Just sad. So sad. People are evil. They do evil things to hurt other people.
No, the zombie, like, he shouldn't get mad because it's just already stuff that people are already talking about, and, so.
But he trusted you not to talk about it. Whether he's a piece of shit human or not, you were supposedly in love with him and in a relationship with him, but you used everything in your private life with him, just like with your private life with Shannon, to expose on the internet, and people didn't even know who they were. Then they had to make a channel, come forward to defend themselves. Had you not said anything, that would have been noble. Whether you walked away from him or not, whether he was abusive or not, you didn't need to do all the extra.
I'm trying to keep as private as I can.
Uh-huh.
Like, out of respect for him, like, just as a human
That would be great.
being, that, because having your life public out there is pretty serious for just, like, anybody, so.
Yeah, like you did to T and Sass and Perfectly Imperfect and, oh my gosh, so many. When you couldn't win the fight, you tried to hurt their family and their kids. And then when it happens to you, you lose your... I can't with it. I can't. Nope. I'm not playing mental ping pong.
I'm trying to be honest, yeah. And honest with myself. Which I think that I'm going to promise myself that. Even if it's an ugly truth, it's better than a beautiful lie.
And then you went on to Christmas and exposed everything more because you were mad. And then you went and filed police report while you were live streaming.
And I never believed that. I always thought the opposite,
Oh yeah, wasn't she friends with what happened with the Sandy and Ange? I remember mentioning them a couple times, and wasn't she going to send them a box of clothes or something? I don't know. I don't know what happened to them. I didn't even want to add any more people at that point. They left her for the BBJ thing. Yeah, pretty much everyone did. Even Missy Moo did. But people are saying Missy Moo's had a change of heart.
If it sounds good. But at the same time,
I know nothing about Sandy and Ange. I've just heard their name out of her mouth.
Because you're just lying to yourself, It's the biggest...
Yeah. Therapy.
The worst lie you can tell is to yourself.
I think one of your biggest problems is impulse control. You're too compulsive. Impulse control. You don't stop and go, is this a good idea? Because your feelings tell you, I'm going to do it anyway. That's the problem right there in a nutshell. Restraint. You need restraint. And that will boil right down to craving 6 Nashies, drinking gravy. Like, honestly, if you were to boil it all down, I think it all comes to you're too impulsive. You're driven by emotions, right? You got to learn to curb that. So, I mean, that's what I think. Because everything you've done, is instant gratification based on emotions of impulse. That's it. Because I think you're a functioning adult in whatever world you choose to function in. You know how to make money. You know how to create characters. You know how to clean. But your emotions get the best of you. I bet you if you got that shit under control, boom, you'd do much better.
Not to others. Because when you lie to yourself, there's no hope.
And the sad part is you don't have anybody in your life that says, hey, like, let's just start with your Amazon shopping. You're laying in bed, you're bored, you got a shit ton of money in the bank. Yeah, you may have some bills that are due, but you're laying in the bed and you go on Amazon and you just buy thinking you need it. Well, I was told a long time ago by a mentor, if you think you need it, it's not a necessity, it's just something you want, wait 30 days. Because you cannot believe, sometimes you can go back into that Amazon cart and you can go, why in the hell is that in my cart? Who needs that? See? And you can do that with everything. But start somewhere.
And I do that a lot. How do you expect me not to lie to you if I lie to myself? I don't even know my own truth. You know, like, I don't even know how I feel. Like,
Yeah, but you make such a strong stand. When people are like, are you sure? And you're just like, shut up, go away. You're blocked. That's what you do. And yeah, maybe it's because you're in your feelings that day. I mean, people used to piss me off, and I'd be like, man, I'm just trying to have a show. Why are you so hateful, vile? Why are you doing this? You're trying to get content out of me. You're trying to put me into your world so you can say what a piece of shit I am because I responded to something vile you said. I mean, I've had that happen. It takes a while to learn that it's just somebody trying to poke you. You know, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. They can go, aha, I told you. And then you're the one left feeling slumped over and humiliated, embarrassed, or I don't know, doubting yourself when all they were trying to do was poke you. And I feel like Nader liked to poke you. I really do. You were easy for him. Desperate. He knew it.
anyway. Life is constantly wanting to better yourself. Yeah, and that better yourself is subjective to what that means for you. And making mistakes and fucking up and just going through shitty things. That's how we learn. Fuck. People who live completely sheltered lives don't know fucking shit.
I would say you were pretty sheltered over there in Kuwait because you had no friends, no family, your animals. You put yourself in a sheltered situation, and it got scary because we watched you consume so much food to cope with the decision you made. And people were trying to, well, you don't listen.
You know?
We were all just haters. We were all just haters. We were all seeing what was happening, but we were haters.
I know what pushes his buttons. Yeah, I do. Like I said.
And you pushed his buttons.
I feel like it's like a 7-year relationship in like 3 months. And
even like that, okay, you were dating 20 days. You made a video. It was a live stream. Okay, so you were dating Nader 20 days. We still didn't know his name. It was Dom. And so that would have been still in April. When did she meet him? March. So it would have been in March or April. Beginning of April, end of March. Anyway, you went on a live stream because you were freaking out because he said, hey, now this was like a private conversation. He said, hey, I've got some friends coming to town. I mean, we found out later he went and seen an ex-girlfriend or some shit. But anyway, who cares? You weren't married. You should have known he was a cheater. He was a damn drug addict. Anyway, so you got on a live stream after he said, I'm going to go hang out with some friends and family. So you told him, well, I'm going to go to my ex's BB. I'm going to go to his place because I need to pick up some stuff. You did that to poke him. And then he said, okay, do you want me to just cancel my plans? Because he didn't want her to go to BB's. She's like, no, go ahead and do what you want. So he did. And then she did a live stream freaking out because she called him and texted him over 200 times, wanting to know where he was, what he was doing, and his phone was at home. She got nuttier and nuttier and nuttier, and then she got in the car and drove all the way to his place to peek in the windows. This is what we're talking about. You poked him. And it was crazy stalker shit. This is like bunny boiler. This is fatal attraction stuff. And people were trying to tell you to knock it off.
And vice versa. He knows, like, it's one of those relationships. It's one of those.
Yeah, toxic.
But I don't know. It's all
The problem is you and we all know because you've been a high schooler, right? where you're in that peak of learning what relationships are, your first relationship, and then people are whispering in your ear, hey, I seen him flirting with this girl, blah, blah, blah. And you're all fired up and you go right for the attack because somebody said that. Not that it was proven, but somebody said it because they wanted to split you up or they wanted to get in between, blah, blah, blah. But you're almost 40. Like, that stuff shouldn't even play anymore. You cannot control what another human being does. So if Nader went out there and he was cheating on you, you were dating. You were dating. Put it in perspective. You were dating. There's no ownership there. But in your mind, he was yours. And you were going to chase him all over, trying to figure out where he was, what he's doing. I mean, you did the same thing to Salah, too. You knew Peeeetz wouldn't cheat on you. You knew he wouldn't. You picked a guy that made a challenge out of a psychosis, I suppose, because you spent all your time accusing him and chasing him. Why? You can't change a human being if they are not a good human being. You can't buy them into submission. You can't buy them into control. You were attracted to the one thing that made him shitty. I don't know why. You got to ask yourself that, in my opinion.
Let's see.
Yeah, you got Peeeetz for life. Embrace it. Yeah, who hasn't had their heart broken, right, Delulu? Guess what a normal person does? They vent to their family, friends, grab some snacks, maybe a bottle of wine, and cry at home. Not stalk them. Right. And walk away. Just walk away. I think she got the whole buying men for love. I don't know where she got it from, but it definitely ruined her. It just ruined her. Oh my God. It was just so nutty.
Love is blind.
Thank you so much, Nancy, for the super chat. Chantel has burned so many bridges, even back in Canada. Who's going to welcome her with open arms? Her actions are scary. Peeeetz, maybe. I'm sure her family will. They've dealt with her. And, I really believe the whole Nader situation really sent her on a tizzy. I do. And the BBJ thing, right over the edge. Right over the edge. I do. And if she wants to come back to YouTube, she's probably going to have to address a lot of things. But I can't foreshadow what she's going to do or how she's going to handle it. She might just come back and pretend like nothing happened. Like it was all just a figment of our imagination. I have no idea. I have no clue.
No, I'm not talking about that CID.
I mean, that's what Shani and Rev did. They just pretended like her kids went on vacation with another family forever. And it was just the best thing for them. Yep. Foster care, just the best thing for them. Yeah, it was. Actually, it was. She's not wrong. If people want her to feel defeated or... No, Shani don't do that. Does Foodie do that? We'll find out.
Yeah, we were talking about his other girlfriend died, but not while he was around her. So people die. He had nothing to do with that. It wasn't an overdose. She didn't do drugs. She was an alcoholic. Where do you find that she overdosed? There's nothing about that on her obituary.
Okay, here's another situation where you read the chat and whatever happened to that woman was none of our business. She passed away. You should have just said, I'm not going to discuss that. Rest in peace. That's it. The woman wasn't on YouTube.
Roach clip.
And that stuff needs to stop too on the YouTubes. It doesn't make you look cool. Even if it's legal where you live, It doesn't make you look cool when you get wasted. Jeez.
A lot of it's made up vegan
Okay.
for life.
Yeah, I know. She's wasted thousands of dollars on smoking THC because she just holds it in her mouth and blows it out. I don't smoke it, but I've watched people smoke it, and trust me, they hold it in for quite a while. They even make noises about it, you know what I'm saying?
No, I haven't been diagnosed with borderline personality disorder.
So when you were put through institutions, what were you diagnosed with? What was she? Was she ever diagnosed, or was she just put in like bad girl places? I don't get it. How do you get sent to psychiatrist but no diagnosis?
No, I haven't. I've asked my psychiatrist when I was going to see the one. I said, so can I ask you if I'm bipolar or borderline? Because a lot of my haters tell me I am. They diagnose me.
You didn't have a YouTube channel back when you seen a psychiatrist. So that's... what? Because my haters tell me that? What? Now remember, what? Oh my God. That was long before YouTube. Hi, Christy.
So, I look like what? No, I don't think.
So this is just bad behavior? All right.
But, I mean, what? Is there a test?
You never got a test by your psychiatrist? Was it just would you guys pour a cup of tea and sit around and shoot the shit? Isn't there like tests that require before diagnosis is? So they just looked at you like, no, what are you haters talking about? What in the hell? A piff. I don't think she was ever given a diagnosis. Why? Because she didn't follow through with appointments or what? I don't get it.
He could be lying, but that Shay, I've seen proof of things, is what I'm saying. So that's why I'm saying I believe it. I'm not just blind.
Okay, why she believes Nadz now? She's seen proof. It was all a misunderstanding.
Believing whatever. I've heard.
But then after he went and lived with Dee Dee and booted you out from the triangle, the threesome, all of a sudden we're back to, you blamed all your bad behavior, your animal neglect, your Cuba rage, your Uvalde bees, all on being abused by Nadz. See, this was the problem. You flip-flopped.
Heard both sides of this story.
So when we heard Nader's side, and he said you're crazy, and you drove him crazy, and you needed medication, who's the... Oh.
And, yeah, it just doesn't... No. So... Been rambling in circles for 3 hours and you're watching.
Yeah, you rambled in circles for 3 hours, testing your beezers to see if they were buying any of this shit.
And me.
Because she wanted to go on to making content with Nadz.
What are you on? You're just as crazy as be here.
Amanda, baby.
Are you on any good drugs? I can literally voice message you the calls to 911. Okay, do it. How do I know they're like legit? But do it. Yes, please. I hope not, my friend. I just want your happiness. Thank you. I appreciate that, Shay. But yeah, like, oh, vegan for life. I'm so sorry.
Vegan for life. God bless you, vegan for life. Mm-hmm. You gave all that money.
For your loss. That has to be really hard. Just
Yeah, that's an empathetic. And let's move on. Let's see. Let's test the room.
all I'm saying, CIB, is I know 100% what happened, and it's nothing like that. It's not what you're talking about. So.
Oh, so it wasn't abuse. Okay. So you know 100% what happened, and it was not abuse. Okay.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. Good idea.
Yeah. No, I don't need your help. That's fine. Monty. What about what Shannon said about him threatening her?
Oh yeah, Nader threatened Shannon too. Yep.
Well, they were arguing. Like, she messaged him on Messenger.
Yeah, because you told Shannon, your best friend of 20-some years, cried to her, trauma dumped on her, made her so upset that a man was abusing you, that she reached out to him and was yelling at him or whatever she did to protect her friend. You wanted her to be a pit bull, did you not? Just like you wanted the whole internet to be your pit bull when it finally came to a screeching halt, right? You wanted everybody to go after him, ruin his channel. And then when Shannon needed her, it wasn't her problem, just like Peeeetz. But anyway, and so she did exactly what a best friend would do. Go after your abuser. And you let Nader threaten her. Awesome.
First, and like freaked out on him because I told her what happened.
And she freaked out on him. What did you think she was doing? You know her personality. She was going to protect her friend, people she loves.
I told her not to tell, and that's why I was upset, but she obviously like didn't care because like she's...
Okay. Let's put it in perspective. So, you told her all these things, and then you came back on a live stream and told everybody he didn't abuse you, blah, 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 blah. And Shannon came in the chat, literally came in the chat and said, what? And then the look on your face was priceless when you seen her make a YouTube account and come in the chat. Or she already had one, just to, comment and be in your chat. I'm just saying, she didn't have a channel yet. And then you blocked her. Because she said, don't ever call me again when he abuses you again. And that pissed you off. Yup. And that's where it all ended with those two.
I understand that. She's my fucking best friend. She flipped out on him, whatever. He doesn't understand that, though.
Listen, it doesn't... Who cares what Nader understands? Who cares if Nader understands you're living with Peeeetz and that's your roommate? Get over it. Who cares? Nader threatened everybody. Every reaction channel, Shannon, FFG, Peeeetz. And you stood by Nader. Yeah, you did.
He's like, he doesn't understand that. He got so offended. Like, he's very defensive.
We know. He can't take criticism. You shouldn't have put him on the YouTubes then. Because, boy, it really popped off for Nader.
Like, he's a very proud person, and he stands up for, like, if somebody wrongs him, then...
He's insecure. Insecure. That's it.
He believes in, like, kind of like an eye for an eye. If she flipped on him, you saw, like, paragraph, like, you fucking goof, I'm gonna put him in jail, you piece of shit. Like, just telling him off. So she was like, but I thought they were done, like, yelling at each other, but no, they didn't. That was his reason. He yelled at her yesterday because her, he's like, you'll never find somebody in my life who will give you shit because of me. And I'm like, you have to understand, like, she's my best friend, and
You blocked her and walked away from her. Stop.
Like you told her not to tell. And, you know, like...
I told her not to tell. Because I knew it would make him mad. Then why'd you tell her? Should have kept that private. Should have told the therapist.
To disagree on that because I understand, you know? And Shannon and I already talked about that, so...
Yeah, and then she forgave you, you forgave her, and then she went through a really hard time in her life, and you said, you know what? I really can't forgive her, so no, I can't be there for her. Yeah, that's what you did.
But...
Oh, yeah. And then what happened? FFG learned of what a tough spot Shannon was in. And FFG stepped up and went, never met her a day in her life, and went there to be there for her. Yeah. And that's internet fodder. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. He was really mad at her. An eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. Yeah, I know, I heard that one too.
Yeah, she was waiting for that moment when Shannon would need her to say, yeah, no, the revenge. Yeah, exactly. So FFG and Shannon found each other. And, you know what I mean? And BBJ found them too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess it's divine intervention. I guess it's the way it's supposed to go. Like, remember I always tell you guys, God puts people in your life at the right time for the right reason. But he also removes people from your life at the right time for the right reasons. Amen. Like Paris Hilton.
No, she flipped because I told her, Sandra, like I confided in her, like I told her what happened in our fight. And that's why her and I were fighting, because she told it.
Your fight? Do you think Shannon would have went bulldog on a fight? No. You told her that he abused you. That's a whole different... Our fight? So did he abuse you or not? It's the question of the century.
Told it, everybody. Like she told on the live stream, and then she told him off. You know? And that made him more mad. So I was just like... You know?
You're like, oh, look what I did. But I'm going to blame it on someone else. I'm going to blame it on Shannon. How dare you? How dare you release our private conversation? Do you know we knew things about Shannon before we even knew Shannon was a person? Because the stuff you said about her on the YouTubes.
Or what happened with that? Well, yeah, he did. He friggin'...
He what? He flipped out? Who cares? Nadder's a spider monkey. He's nuttier than a fruitcake. He thinks by saying disgusting things and flexing and screaming and yelling is it's gonna make people leave him alone. Look what he did to Gary. Gary just had a channel. He thought, Nadder's quite a character. And then Nadder went full vile on his ass and tried to push him over the edge. That's what Nadder does. That's what Nadder does. He did the same thing to you, Chantal. So you two were like two peas in a pod. He looked at Gary as a weak link in the human species, who's just trying to put on a damn comedy show, be in a reaction channel, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? And Chantal did the same thing with Perfectly Imperfect and T and Sass. She looked at them as people, that were weaker than her. I don't know. It was weird. Oh, God, Nadder has a big chip on his shoulder. He hates when you call him Dee Dee's houseboy. He don't like words. He don't like words. My God, he struck 200 channels. or 200 videos. Over 200 videos of people reacting to his cooking. He did. And now he's lucky he has 5 people that are still in his chat. And then at the end of the day, if he's not talking about Foodie, he gets about 300 views. He ruined his own channel. Because, I don't know.
Well, CIB, I don't want your help, okay? So you can take your stuff and worry about someone else who wants your concern.
Whoa. Ouch. She don't need your concern, people. Nader is her man. Uh-oh. We're going to have a makeup deflection.
I can't get more straightforward than that.
Oh, she's got to pick a pimple or a hair. Something. That's quite a few hairs, ma'am. Yeah, she's pulling at chin hairs. Getting all spiffy. Getting all spiffy. The reaction channel is ruined. Missy Moo being the maid of honor at their wedding. Damn reaction channels. No, I think it's what Foodie did to Nader and what Nader did to Foodie that ruined that whole dream wedding. God, us reaction channels would have gave anything to see that wedding. Missy Moo got a bird on each shoulder. Tweet, tweet, right? Right? Little chicken mugget or whatever her dog's name is, wearing a little tuxedo. Because we know Missy Moo would have planned it out perfect. We would have lived for that shit. Nader and Chantal ruined that for us. They did. We were looking forward to the cabin in the woods, right? Nader's out there cutting wood for the fireplace. Chantal's laying like a caterpillar out on the porch, drinking her 3-in-1 cafe, plucking her chin hairs. We were looking forward to that. You think we wanted all this to happen? No. It ruined an era. We wanted to see what was really going to become out of a marriage between those two. Damn it. Out in the woods alone, nobody could hear them fighting. Damn it. I'm not going to lie. I get in my car and see those damn chin hairs, and I have tweezers on hand. Always, ladies. Always wax your face, and if you forget, make sure you got tweezers in your purse. Always. You do not want to go out with that one gangly hair. Did you get them all, girl? You waiting for the chat to cool down again?
Sorry. I have like a lot of chin hair. Do you guys have chin hair? You got it.
Good Lord. You might as well be plucking your nose hairs at this point. Can we move past the chin hair?
God, look! Oh, I better go wash my face, eh?
Yeah, that would be great. Try a shower with that, too. Well, here's the thing with Foodie, and I agree. Her behavior got worse because she couldn't sell people. It was too soon. All right, let's you know what? It was too soon to go to Kuwait. It was too short of a period between Nader and I met the love of my life. I'm getting married. Too soon. Too soon. And then the BBJ thing happened during this. Let me show you what a great person I can be and how much better I can do at life. The BBJ thing happened. The exposure of the century. Eek. Eek. Like I said, if I were going to be giving my animals away, which I understand rehoming. I've seen it. I've seen people, get a rehomed pet. It's fine. Somebody passed away in the family and they can't take the dog. They rehome it. I see that. There's a lot of loving people out there that I give so much kudos to, taking in a rehomed pet. Yay. But if something happened to me and I had to rehome either one of my dogs, God God forbid. I'm gonna find all the, no, that wasn't a fart, it was my chair. Want to hear it again? I'll show you. I'll put my ass cheek. See? Anyway, you gotta be careful because it'd be a clip, it'd be a whole thing. Anyway, not that it's not a normal function. I'm not willing, and I don't have that kind of issue where, you know, it's a constant. No. Anyway, the thing is I wouldn't hand them over in poor condition. Gray hair is coarser, Alexis. Gray hair is coarse. That's why it feels different. It's pigmentless, so it's a much coarser hair. I've got a whole bunch that are coming in new. Oh, they're so short. Gray hair, I love it. I hope it turns white. Anyway, God, how beautiful would that be? If my hair started coming in white, see the underneath still all dark? If it all started coming in white, I'd cut this shit off and bleach it out white and just let it keep on growing. I really would. I would love my hair to go white. My grandma had the most beautiful white hair I've ever seen. You're getting gray brown. All right. Yours is coming in white. Lucky you. Embrace it, ladies. It's beautiful. I've seen many beautiful women with white hair. Anyway, so I would hand mine over in a perfect bill of health. Perfect. And if they weren't, I would have all the medications in a bag. I would say, are you sure you want to do this? And I would vet the person. I would go see their home. These are all choices that were made. This is not the reaction channels or the internet trying to ruin her life. It's her impulsiveness. It's bad decisions that she put on the internet. The whole BBJ nail thing has been going on for over a year. It wasn't anything new. Silver Fox. There you go. You're 39 going gray. Wow. You're going horseshoe bald. I'm sorry. Did you try castor oil? There's some remedies out there. Check on the YouTubes. And a lot of massaging. Unless it's hereditary, then there's nothing you can do about it. Oh, she already did. Let's see if YouTube's already, fixed the problem. Hold on. I'll look. Not yet. It'll be fixed. They fix it pretty quick. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely. Every live, unless I'm just hanging out in the diva room. It's just her people just trying to ruin my December. So thank God for you members, and they can't mess with my memberships. Thank you. You actually keep my channel alive. Thank you. Out of spite, I hope. We are going to be doing a members only live. I'm looking into some stuff right now that I may or may not want to share with some lucky members. Because it's Christmas. It's Christmas. Anyway, thank you. Thank you all. Thank you subscribers too. Thank you for not buying into the nonsense and just hanging out and finding out who I really am. Because like I said, I don't panel up. I just cover watching Chantal. I'm not interested in being sucked in to a smear campaign or hatred. I'm just not. I don't feel like that's like, it's not my thing. I'm watching my soap opera, doing commentary. No real hate. Just observing. Just like when I used to cover Shani and Rev. When I used to cover MFW. They may not like what you have to say, but they put it out on the internet. And, animals and kids, they suffer at the consequence of all that. Thank you, Angel of Glass. I only am who I am. Can't be anyone else, can I? Nor do I want to be. Thank you, Leon. This too shall pass. You gotta have critics. That means you've made it. Looks like we've made it. It's better than being ignored, I suppose. Keep being you. Thank you, Mr. Tiggs. We all have our own vibe, yeah. That's what makes the reaction channels fun. My God, I just found 4 more Foodie Beauty reaction channels that just popped up. I'm going to see how they do. And then we'll give them a shout out. Right? They're just part of the rest of us. Everybody's got their own style, and I love it. I do. I mean, they don't have any impact on my life the way they do it. Foodies, I'm sure, but not mine. I don't watch any of that. Tiny Ghost, none of it. Girl World is massive. And we're talking top creators too. Turkey Tom, right? We're talking top creators. If you go look, there are great creators with hundreds of thousands of subscribers that review Foodie Beauty. You know what I'm saying? Wow. She's made it. Now let's see if she can fix it after the BBJ thing. Ooh, I don't know. People all over say that's what canceled her. I would never hand my animals over untreated. Never. Goose Chuck. Goose Chuck's funny. So I don't know what you guys are going to be doing today, but happy holidays. We're going to continue on with blasts from the past, funny stuff, shit like that. Making sure we keep the story straight before, the whole thing erupts or she logs off. I don't know what she's going to do. She's threatening to log off. And if she is going through a really rough time, it's probably best that she does for a while. And because humans are the most forgiving people out there. But we after the BBJ thing, I don't know. I really don't. Oh. Whoa. Anyway, I hope you all have a great day. Yeah, eventually you have to forgive people for their actions. Even though their sins are not mine to forgive, their actions are ours to judge if we want to. Read about it. All right, guys. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you, members, for keeping my channel alive. And thank you, YouTube, for constantly reviewing the false claims and fixing it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.